Hey friends, this is Ayan here and a warm welcome back to your own YouTube channel, The Delta Neutral. So in this video, I'm going to show you the exact way to analyze the OI charts. I know some of you might be thinking that I'm going to show you the same old thing that just mark the strike price with the highest number of calls and mark the strike price with the highest number of puts, and these two are going to say you the range of the market. This is going to be the resistance, the major resistance on the upper side till that expiry, and this is going to be the major resistance on the downside till that expiry. Okay, so let me tell that this method is absolutely wrong, and some little traders who ultimately decide to take direction neutral trades, who ultimately decide to deploy direction neutral strategies, range bound strategies, they again end up with losses and start believing that market is not a place for retail traders. Okay, but there is a gap of knowledge, okay, which endorses such things like even losses after taking direction neutral trades. Okay, so if you have proper knowledge of hedging, if you have the proper approach to analyze an OI chart to predict the range of the market, and if you know proper tricks for adjusting your trades whenever things go wrong, then you are ultimately going to generate a little but regular income from the market. Okay, so today I'll show you the exact and the proper way to find the range of the market using the OI charts, which will ultimately show you that if you just practice this thing for a month or two, you'll be able to reach an accuracy of around 80 to 90%. Okay, 80 to 90 times out of 100 times you will be successful in predicting a range of the market within this expiry or within that expiry. So this is going to be a master key for your trading career. And in case if you just can't predict the range of the market with such an high accuracy, okay, you are definitely going to make some little but regular income selling options. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so first thing I need to tell you that in this chart I'll not pay that much of importance to this traditional, to this normal open interest chart. Okay, this will show you the total number of contracts present till date. Okay, till today, what is the total number of contracts that are present right now in the market for till that expiry. Okay, but I'll pay a more weightage to this thing, the one which is below the open interest chart. So this is the change in OI chart. Okay, so what is the change in Y? It tells you that what had happened to the options on today. Okay, right today, what was the view of the great option sellers, okay, the big players on the market? Okay, what was their view on the range of the market? Okay, we have to copy that and we have to cultivate that. Okay, so let's see analytically. Okay, let's have a look at the OI chart, and right here the first thing we will do is we will find the option where the highest unwinding have happened. See, in the change in Y chart you can see two sides. On the upsides it's a positive scale, on the downsides it's a negative scale, and in case if you can see any bar on the negative side, then it is an unwinding, which means at those strike price, at those options, the sellers have just squared off their positions. Okay, they have just squared off their derivative contracts, they have booked profits and came out from the market. Okay, either this is true or even this is true, that at those positions the option sellers, either the put sellers or the call sellers, they are at huge losses already, and they are now scaring that the market may still go against their direction and they are going to end up with huge losses. So they are booking their losses and squaring off their sell positions. Okay, so either of these two can happen, and an unwinding can happen in any strike price in any option, whether it may be call or a put. Okay, so first thing we need to look at this chart is we have to find out the one with the highest unwinding, and very clearly we can see that the Nifty 23rd September 17,000 CE. See, it's the green color which is heading towards, there's a green bar which is heading towards the negative scale. Okay, so it's basically the Nifty 23rd September call option where the highest unwinding has happened. Okay, so unwinding can happen due to two reasons. Okay, the first thing I already told you, that the sellers are already in huge profits and they are booking their profits, they are squaring off their positions at that strike and they are shifting to a different strike. Okay, so this thing can also happen, and this thing can also happen, that the seller is in huge loss and he doesn't want to bother the losses anymore. He just wants to square off their positions and book his or her losses. Okay, so we will confirm that which one of the two have the option sellers have faced here. Those people who have sold the 17,000 call, why did they unwinded their positions today? Okay, so this thing, this charts, this option charts, we will check from the angel broking charting tool. Okay, so angel broking has facilitated us with this extraordinary thing that we can see the option charts, the candlesticks charts for the option as well. So in case if you want to open an account in angel broking, you can find the link given in the description below, and if you just open your account using this referral link, you are going to get a handful of gifts. Okay, much more benefits. Okay, so let's proceed and let's look what happened. So it's Nifty 23rd September 2021, 17,000 CE, right? So let's open the chart. Well, you can see that sellers from here, they have unwinded. Okay, sellers, they have unwinded from here. Let me zoom it a little bit more. Okay, so right here you can see that the sellers at 17,000 call, those who sold 17,000 call have unwinded their positions. And let's check this thing in the 15 minutes time frame. Okay, just have a look at this. Okay, so today it's 17th of September, and on 13th of September, sellers have sold it at a price of 300 or 350 right over there, and right now it is at a price of 611. Okay, 100% loss, 100% loss. Okay, most of the people have, I mean, say like they have like hit their stop loss and all. Okay, so such a scary thing. So now it's too much of a patience for the option sellers, those who sold the 17,000 call. So there is a panic right there. Okay, which means the option sellers, the sellers who sold this call, are now believing that the market is definitely going to stay above 17,000. Okay, by 23rd of September, the market is not going to touch 17,000 anymore. Let's book losses and let's come out. Okay, we will not hold our sell positions on the calls anymore. Okay, so they started believing. So there is a possibility that 17,000 is thus acting to be a very good support for the market till 23rd of September. 17,000 is a very safe level. It's a psychological level as well, around figure 17,000. Each and everyone is telling Nifty will correct itself, Nifty 17,000 tak girega and all that. Okay, so it's a psychological level, and this thing also tells you that the call sellers have exited their positions with losses, which means they assume that the 17,000 call option is going to be more expensive. They are going to incur more losses in case they keep their positions open, so they have unwinded right here. Okay, but apparently it may seem that the highest number of put OI is present, right? See, and from here also we can see that the highest number of put Y is in 17,000, but apparently it can seem that here at 17,650 is the highest number of put Y, and so this is going to be the immediate support for Nifty and all that. But actually the safe point, the very logical point, we can see that both from the traditional open interest chart, we can see that this is the point with the highest put Y, and the highest call unwinding has happened at this point. I mean, the 17,000 is the point where the call option sellers are in fear that this 17,000 call option is going to be very, very expensive. Okay, it's going to be very expensive, which means at the same strike price, the put option is going to be very, very lower in value. Okay, it is going to be very, very valueless. Okay, it will be having no value, because at a place where call options is having a high value, put option at an OTM place, at an out the money place, the put option will have the lowest value. Okay, also we can see the highest number of puts are sold over here. So this is a logical approach to just predict a nearby major support for the market. Okay, so this is how you need to have the view. Okay, you should not just predict the range by just telling that okay, so this one is the strike with the highest put Y. You should not do like that. Okay, so this is the way. So first thing what I told to look you at is the point where the highest unwinding has occurred. So from that point we are able to determine a support from the market, okay, at 17,000, okay. But what about the resistance? Okay, so what about the resistance side? Okay, what about the upper boundary of the market? I know most of you will make a very common mistake. Okay, most of you will again say that, well, so 18,500, this large green bar. Okay, so this must be the strike price at where the call option sellers are very confident that Nifty is somehow not going to kiss the 18,500 level by 23rd of September, and you will sell a call option here. Okay, here this thing we have already got, and I have already showed you the correct approach to first determine the very major support for the market. Okay, in order to find out where the market will gain a major support, you will have to find a place where the call option sellers are scared as hell. Okay, okay, if you couldn't make out what I say, just rewind and hear. In case if you are having any doubt with this explanation, okay, please mail me or please put a comment. I'll try to make a video separately on this. Anyways, so let's proceed. So now it's turn to determine the upper boundary of this range. Okay, where is the market going to, going to stuck its head on the upside. Okay, so again, most of the traders, they make this mistake that they will consider that this is the strike price, okay, till what the market can reach, and right at this point the market will get a resistance by 23rd of September. But it's absolutely a wrong concept. The high Y that you can see here is just due to hedging. Okay, people who are trying to sell options here, people who are hedgers, people who are retailers like us, who are trying to get some margin benefit, who are trying to be able to sell options at a lesser price, are hedging their positions. Therefore they are buying an option at a far out of the money strike. Okay, they are selling options here and they are buying an option on the same underlying at a different strike price. Okay, someone who is say selling the 18,000 call is buying some 18,500 calls right here for hedging purpose. Okay, and also to ensure that they'll get a margin benefit while selling those options. Okay, so ignore this one. Okay, in case if you see such things, then you have to think logically that people are hedging their positions. Okay, people will buy a far OTM call option, and it usually happens, it's a point of psychology that all of them gather together in a single strike, and such things can be seen. Okay, like this 18,500 C. Okay, so ignore this. Okay, this is a buyer created thing. Okay, this is not created by the sellers, this is a buyer created thing. If yeah, you can take position right here and your risk will be diminished. Okay, you will be very less prone to risk, but the profit that you will make will too be negligible, because at such a high at such a at such a high distance strike, it is impossible to make some profit out by selling, because it's already very cheap. Okay, it's around 20-30 rupees right there. It's already very cheap. To sell an option at a very cheap price, it's not a very wise idea. Okay, if you just sell an option at rupees 10 and if you just gain rupees 5 from it, it's not a profit. Okay, 250 rupees profit per lot, it's not a profit. So this thing you have to ignore, because this is a buyer created one. Okay, so right before this, what we need to look at is the point where the highest call Y change can be seen. Okay, where the highest call addition can be seen right today. Okay, so this is the point, 17,800. Okay, right, I have kept my mouse pointer right over that bar, and you can see almost 2.7 million of call contracts have been sold at this point. At 17,800 levels, the call option sellers are very confident. So should we think it to be the upper boundary of our range? Okay, no, not at all, because in order to win back, in order to come back from a war, to meet your child, to meet your wife, you need to be alive. Okay, first you need to be alive, then only you can win the war. In case you are dead, you are not going to see your country back even if you win. Okay, so first thing you need to do is you need to be alive. So I know this is morally not at all correct, but still I'll always suggest you that whenever you are in the market, just let the big soldiers go first. Go behind them, shoot from behind them. Okay, stay at a safe distance, stay in a cover. Okay, let them play ahead. Okay, you go behind them. Okay, keep your risk in a moderate area. I was also not suggesting to to lower your risk at such a level that you are not even going to see your profits in your hand. Okay, so I was also not suggesting you to take a very little risk, neither I am suggesting you to take a very huge risk. Okay, so just don't go with them, just go behind them. Okay, so behind it, what is the second highest point, what is the point at where the second highest number of call OI change has occurred? So this is the point. Okay, almost near to 2.5 million. So the strike price is 18,000. Okay, so after this 18,000, call options are having the second highest number of addition. Okay, so here also the call sellers are very much confident that by 23rd of September Nifty is not going to touch the 18,000, or 18,000 in case is going to be a very major support. Okay, so this sounds moderate. Okay, neither this which is a high risk, neither this which is too a little risk. Okay, which is just making a negligible profit in the name of safety. Okay, that is also not accepted. Okay, so 18,000 will be a moderate level, and on the lower side, 17,000 will be a moral level, right? So now what this tells is, you can see that right now the strike price is 17,600, and what we are assuming is just 400 points above. Right from here, just 400 point above is a range where the market is indeed going to face some resistance, and on the lower side it's 600 point below. It's not 400, it's not equidistant. Okay, 600 points below till 17,000 we have a fear that market may fall till 17,000. It may touch, it may make a low even till at 17,000. Okay, so this is the view we are getting from the market. This is the decision, this is the prediction that we are ranging out from the market. So what you can see right here is, from the at the money strike price, your upper boundary which is at the 18,000 is only 400 points away, but on the downside it's 600 points away. It's freaking 600 points away, which means your strategy has a greater width at the lower size. Okay, which means what I told you is to keep delta neutral strategies in order to make profits, in order to balance your fear and greed. Okay, see, many people tell that you should not have these two things while trading. Okay, this fear and greed, but it's absolutely wrong. I'd rather tell you that you should have these two things, but in equal proportion. I mean, in a 50-50 ratio. Say if you are very greedy and have no fear at all, then it is going to be really bad for you, because you're going to end up with losses, because greed will push you towards biased trades, and biased trades are the only ones which makes retail trader believe that this is not their place, the market is not their place. But on the other hand, if you are, say, too scared, if you have a high amount of fear but no greed at all, you have no greed of making money, and you are so scared but you still came in the market, then market is not the place for you. Okay, so what you have to do is you have to balance them. Okay, you have to be direction neutral. Okay, that is what balancing them interprets. Okay, so first we got the range, but we can see that they are not equidistant from where the market is standing right now. Right now the market is standing at 7,600. On the upper side, we predict that it will only be able to move up to 400 points, but on the downside we are expecting it to move even till 600 points. Okay, so what is our view? It's neutral to negative. It's neutral to negative. Okay, so in such cases we will deploy a jade lizard strategy. Okay, we will sell a call option right here, we will sell a 18,000 call option. Okay, and we will also sell a 17,000 put option right here. Okay, we will sell a 17,000 put option right here. Okay, and what we will do is, since our view is negative to neutral, okay, it's neutral and negative as well, that is, we are giving more weightage that the market may drastically come downwards, the market may correct itself drastically. Okay, there may be scenarios of a bear market. Okay, by the time. Okay, this is also something we are predicting. Therefore, what we will do is we will hedge our lower side. Okay, we will hedge our lower size, that is we will buy a 16,950 put. Okay, we will sell a 17,000 put and buy a 16,950 put, and the upper side, this 18,001, okay, this call we will just sell naked, we won't hedge it. Okay, so this kind of strategy is known as a reverse jet lizard strategy, which I am going to show you on the next video. But before going to the next video, this is a small request from you friends that in order to inspire my small endeavor, I have tried a hell lot to explain whatever I know to you, so that those little traders who are viewing this channel, they also get an opportunity to learn which is exact, which is appropriate, without spending any money and without spending any time to the hands of the big players who are teaching us everything wrong. Okay, so let's learn them in the proper way, and in order to continue that, please like my channel, share my channel, share this video, and please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon, so that whenever I am posting the second video, that how am I going to make the jet lizard, how am I going to adjust it, how am I going to take the profit out of it, I'll show you everything in this Opstra Analytics backtesting platform. And in order to stay tuned, please press the bell icon after subscription. That's all my friends in this video. See you in the next video.